What's up, YouTube? This is C-Dog back with another Transformers The Last Night review, and we have Transformers The Last Night Legions class Crosshairs, Autobot Drift, and Megatron. So let's take a quick look at them in their packaging. So taking a quick look at Crosshairs' artwork there, they have some artwork, so that's really cool. Panning down, we have the rest of the robot mode, and then it shows Hasbro, Crosshairs, Legions class, and the product image of the vehicle mode. Turn it on the side, nothing, just some readables, unreadables, whatever, and nothing really on the backs of these except for the product image itself. Moving on with Drift, pretty cool art there, the figure, and if you remember, over here it's got the Cybertronian writing, so if anyone wants to let me know what that says, that'd be great, because I never go to Toys R Us enough where I didn't get the decoder. There's the figure itself, and you got the product image there. Turning it around, Hasbro Authentic, product image. And finally, Megatron. Nice artwork, Megatron. Just panning down, we got Megatron, Hasbro. Once again, there's the barcode and the authentic Transformers and the product image itself. So let's say let's get these out of the packaging and check them out. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. I find it kind of strange that they're actually tied in for just Legions class. They do come with instructions though. Interesting enough. Alright, so taking a look at Crosshairs first. He's pretty cool. They roll, as you can see. Showed you the details. See a little bit more. You got the door handles and the door seam lines there molded on, as well as some vents here. Got the back taillights molded on. All the windshield and windows are all molded on. And we got a hole here. I don't know if that's... I don't know what that is, to be honest. Maybe it fits figure, or like weapons? I'm not sure. You can see the tires are molded. They got the ridges around the tires, and then they got the rims molded on. They roll. And you got the front molded on. Alright, so to transform them, you want to go under here, and you can take this down and pull up his head right off way. Boom. You can always leave that to the end too. But I'm just going to do it now. And then you kind of lift up this. I'm going to show you how to go back into robot mode as well. Let's get a little bit more room. There we go. And then we just take this and lift this up. It comes up on a double hinge, and you pull it up to the back like that. See, it's on this hinge there. And then you take the feet and you flip them down, and there you got Crosshairs. He's awesome, man. He's got, they all have like handhold weapons, C-clips for holding weapons. He's got ball joints, so he can lift his arms out, bring it forward. He can do a little inward a little bit, kind of. You know, he's got some mobility. Not that much of the ball joint kind of action, but he also has hips that will go straight out and straight forward, and a little bit back. A little bit. And then he's got the feet that go front to back. So, very cool. And he stands. He stands pretty rad. And then there's like a... You can just peg it kind of in there, and that's kind of how he stands. So he's a really cool figure. I have to admit, I like him. And then to transform him back, we'll check out some of the details here. But you can see... Let's see if we can get into the face. See the face sculpt there. Painted blue eyes, silver painted face. He's got the goggles, but they're not painted. This detailing here on the chest is accurate. I don't know about the paintwork, but the detailing is pretty accurate. And he's got, you know, arms inside here. So, very cool. He's got that kind of cape effect coming down on his legs. They built that in. And you can see. And it almost looks like he would have knees, but it just used screws. There's no actual bend. But to transform him back, you want to flip his feet down like this, and then there's a little pegging system right here. You just want to slide it. It doesn't really, you have to slide it and kind of keep it in place. And what I do is I just keep this above and then peg in the arms next, because that really helps keep it together. And as you can see, because I'm reaching, it kind of reached, or it kind of slipped. Then you do that, and then all you left to do is you bring this forward and you clip it all together, and it's beautiful transformation. And then you just flip this down and put his head back. Boom, back in car mode. So very cool. Next up is drift. We checked out most of the details on his car mode. You can see the Autobot symbol there molded on. I think it's an Autobot symbol. Yep, it is. It's molded. It's not painted. Got some of that vent detailing there. But to transform him, these is kind of interesting. So you separate this, and then these flip out like this. It's kind of a little bit difficult to get in there, but you flip these out. Hold on. Not sure what its issue is. I guess we're going to do it after. So we'll flip the hands out next, first. So unhinge, unclip it there. Come on, get out of here. There we go. It's all pegged on. Flip this down, and then you go back here. It might be easier now. Go in here, and you kind of pull out, and then when you're down here, you rotate it around. So the transformation is cool, but watch. You rotate it around after you flip it down, you rotate it around. But he has horse legs, and you can kind of maneuver it like in certain poses and stuff, but for the most part that's what you're gonna see. But the face is done really well. Got gold paint, black painted helmet around it, gold face with nice light blue eyes. He's got red painted shoulders and red painted chest. He's got the Autobot symbol there molded on, and his thighs here are painted as well. So very cool. All the way up to here is good. When you start to get down to the legs, I wish they took some of this and flipped it around and made it part of the leg. But all in all, still a cool toy. And that's what he looks like when he's standing. And we'll transform him back in a minute here. I'm just going to see if he actually will stand for you guys. There we go. So that's what he looks like standing. Alright, to transform him back, it's pretty easy. You just reverse these back up like that. These will peg in. There's a little peg system. You see the slot, and there's a peg. Peg that. Take this, and you spin it 180 like this at the legs, and then you can fold these up. So it's a real easy transformation, but elegant nonetheless. And then these peg together right there. There's a peg right there where my thumbnail is, down here. Peg those together, kind of seat it all together, and he's back in car mode. So there you go, and he rolls as well. So moving on. Next up is my favorite of the bunch, Megatron. Looking fantastic for a Legion's class figure. So just checking out some of the cool details here. Let's get a little bit closer, why don't we? You can see the jets molded on. They got those kind of gold bars. They're not painted gold, but they're molded in there. Those kind of pistons that are up there. And we'll be doing Leader Megatron soon, as you've seen them in my unboxing. My mega unboxing. But that's Megatron. No landing gear or anything, but he does like lay nice. Alright, so to transform him, first you want to start up here. So these will peg into the side. There's a peg right there, and there's a slot in there. And the same thing on this side. Even though it's on that arm, it still pegs in. You can see the peg is on both sides. So we do that, and then these will start to flip down. Go in here, and we'll go back here, and we'll take the legs and flip them down. Take the wings, and we flip them up. Bring this around, bring the cannon to the front, take the chest down, and pull out the head, but it's on the chest. It's molded to the chest. Not molded to the chest, it's hinged to the chest. And there we go, we got Megatron. So he's cool, he's got good poseability. I'm not sure if I went through the poseability on the other ones, but we'll show you in a minute. You got nice double jointed knees, or they're single joints, but is it single? Yeah, it's one single joint, but it goes like it was a double joint. Kick out full splits, full kick front to back. Excellent leg articulation, and the arms will hinge out. They go up on this, and they also have a cut, so they look natural that way. Then you can go, you know, obviously swivel it around. Probably get this out of the way, it might help. He also has a little bit of kind of ball jointed. You can get it to, not that much, but it can get a little bit in front. And he's got his cannon right here. You can always spin it around too if that makes you happier. But checking out his face sculpt. Very cool. He got the red eyes painted in. He's got some gray paint coming down on his abdomen and his inner chest. Gold paint on his inner elbows. Gold paint on his feet. And a little bit of gray on his beard there. All in all, it looks fantastic. Let's see, so he can stand as well. He stands pretty good, actually, as you can see. And then to transform him back, first you do is you take down the head and flip it into the chest, but onto the chest plate, then flip it back up. Then we take these, and because the head's gone now, we can just lift the arms up like this, but you want to rotate this on a ball joint. Which way does it go? Oh yeah, it does go up like that. And then these pegs that I showed you before, they peg into those slots. So I'm going to show you right now. So you peg it in on both sides like that, and like that. Makes a little snapping noise. We fold this down first. You want to make sure the wings are folded down first, then we fold down just the knees, and then we lock it into place. And we got Megatron in his jet mode. Very cool. So, we'll check out some posability on these guys. Alright, so I showed you the articulation on him, and I believe I showed you him, but Drift has legs will go out that much. He can kick front to back. He also has a knee bend, just a little bit, and then he has a swivel at the bottom here, but that's for transformation, but you can probably use it for whatever. His arms are on this weird hinge, kind of weak plastic, that rubber thing right there. That joint is a little bit weak, so you want to be careful when you're first moving it. But if you're careful with it when you're first moving it, it will start to move eventually after. And it'll go up a little bit, and you can go around if you need to. And that is nothing on the head. Just in case I didn't show you Crosshairs, he's got, I did, but you can do the splits like that. Yeah, I did. I showed you Crosshairs. So, final thoughts. I highly recommend these figures for any Last Night fans. And especially ones that want smaller figures to fit in their collection. And leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe for more toy reviews. And as always, stay awesome, stay subbed, stay tuned for the next video. Share with your friends. That's a wrap. I'm out. Peace. That's a wrap.